One of these mics is the industry's ride or die, and the other might be the one that steals your heart. Today, we're putting the legendary Shure SM58 up against the Sennheiser E935. Which one wins? Let your ears decide, because we're doing a sound demo test as well. Hey folks, welcome back to the Sonic Spectrum, where we geek out on gear together so you don't have to alone. I'm Chris, and today's episode is for the singers, public speakers, worship leaders, karaoke kings and queens, and anyone who's stared at the SM58 thinking, should I upgrade? Well, we're taking the SM58 versus the E935, two popular dynamic vocal mics. One's a classic and the other one's a climber. Let's break down the differences, and then we'll plug them into my Bose S1 Pro Plus for a no-nonsense sound test. Let's start with the basics. The Shure SM58 is a dynamic cardioid mic known for being built like a tank. Frequency response is 50 to 15 kilohertz, warm, reliable, slightly rolled off highs, priced around 139 Canadian or 109 US. This has been the go-to for decades, simply because it works. We've seen all those videos online of it being dropped from a two-story building or even having a car or truck roll over it only to have it work. It's amazing. You have to see it. The Sennheiser E935 is also a cardioid mic, and the E945 is super cardioid. The frequency response is 40 Hz to 18 kHz, brighter, more detailed, better sound clarity and presence, especially for live vocals. Priced at around 269 Canadian or 199 US, with a more modern feel and tone. Basically, the E935 is like the SM58's overachieving cousin who studied abroad and drinks espresso instead of drip coffee. Now, does that make the E935 better? Not necessarily. It just means it's different. The 935 gives you more clarity and articulation, especially in live settings, where cutting through mix matters. But the SM58 has that thick mid-forward tone that's kind of like audio comfort food. Time for some tests. Both mics are going straight into my Bose S1 Pro Plus, flat EQ, but with the bass rolled off just a little bit. Because, well, I think I've got one of those midnight radio DJ voices. No effects, no post-processing. What you hear is what you get. Now, the mic I'm recording on is a Yeti Nano condenser, and the speaker is about 2 feet away from the speaker and the microphone here. Okay, time for a sound test. I will read a riddle as part of this spoken word test on the Shure SM58. If you know the answer, comment below. Here we go. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats? See if you know this one. Comment below. As you can tell from this one, it's got a nice mid sound to it. The volume is halfway on this one. And like I said, everything is flat except the bass is down to about 9 o'clock because I have a bassy voice. Next coming up is the Sennheiser E935. Now let's test the Sennheiser E935, same spoken word. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats. As you can tell, this one here is actually a little more presence. Interesting fact, for those who have the Bose S1 Pro Plus, fun fact, I actually had to dial down the volume on this from 12 o'clock on the Shure to about 10:30, 11. So this is a hotter mic between these two. For those who need a mic that plugs straight in here, you get a little more volume because it is a hotter microphone. I hope this test helped, and I definitely hear the difference. I mean, I'm right next to the speaker, but I do hear a difference. Do you? So, which one's for you? If you're gigging and want a mic that cuts through without needing a ton of EQ, the E935 is a big step up. If you're just getting started and need a mic that can just survive a fall from a drum riser, the SM58 is your guy. If you've got a deeper voice and want a little more vocal definition, the E935 might surprise you. The upgrade is real, but only if your ears and your workflow call for it. So what did you think? Could you hear the difference? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I truly love hearing from my viewers. And I want to know, have you used either one of these on stage or in a studio? Tell me your experience. And hey, if this video helped, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for joining me here at the Sonic Spectrum, where sound is our superpower. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and don't forget to roll off that bass if your voice shakes the furniture like mine does.